Building Challenge. In class, we have learned that scientists can predict where major earthquakes are likely to occur based on the movements of the plates in the earth and the location of the epicenters. Thanks to that, major advances in preparedness, particularly in the field of construction engineering, have taken place. Since buildings have a number of ways or modes in which they can vibrate during an earthquake, strengthening support materials as well as design can determine if a building will be able to absorb vibrations without falling or deteriorating in the event of an earthquake. Ms. Segarra has challenged each one of us to create a building at least 15 inches high, only using 200 popsicle sticks and glue. Our towers have to withstand a 30-second earthquake simulation as well as a load test. All entries had to be between 30 to 40 centimeters tall and have a base of at least 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. On my way home, I was going to stop at the supermarket to buy some supplies I needed in order to construct my tower. However, I quickly remembered that Ms. Segarra advised us to perform some research prior beginning to build our towers. At the library, I realized that creating the building was not an easy task, since long hours of research had to be involved. I needed to find more information on the factors that made buildings earthquake-proof prior to the construction of my structure. That's when I learned about cross-bracing, moment-resistant frames, shear walls, large footprints, and tapered geometry. Once my research was completed, I went to the supermarket to get the supplies I needed. Popsicle sticks? Check. Hot glue gun? Check. Silicone? Check. Elmer's glue? Check. Clothespin? Check. I was finally ready to start this project. At home, I took out all the materials from the bag and started to work. First, I laid out 4 popsicle sticks in a square. The vertical ones laid on top of the horizontal ones. Then I added dabs of glue in the places where the horizontal sticks touched the vertical sticks. Next, I placed some weights on the square and allowed the glue to set. Once the glue was dried, I placed the popsicle stick diagonally across the square. I decided to use cross-bracing as the system to reinforce my structure, since cross-bracing supports compression and tension forces. I had to repeat this make-a-square process many times. The next step after all my small squares were created was to actually join 2 squares with opposing cross braces to form a cube. During this process, more sticks were used to tie the squares together into a cube. First, the 2 bottom sticks were glued, weighted, and allowed to dry. Then the structure was turned over and 2 sticks were added to tie together the opposite side of the cube. Once the cubes were created, they were stacked and connected by adding glue where the sticks touched. I clamped the leg joints with clothespins and allowed time to dry. I couldn't believe it! Finally, my building was done and its measurements were right on target. It was between 30 to 40 centimeters tall and had the base of at least 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. It was now time to go to sleep and dream about tomorrow's building challenge. The end.